Hello and welcome to my first guide on the channel. Today I'll be showing you the best way to make gold on a sloop, either duo or solo. But for the sake of this video, I did this method all solo so you can see the full potential of it. Let's get started. To start, you want to head to the merchant table and put up the emissary. Then you want to get a cannibal, wood and fruit crate, as well as all the commodities, and this should get you to grade 2. Now, you want to head to Ancient Spire. For this method, it's best to spawn at any other outpost other than Ancient Spire as you want 2 loads of commodities. Along the way, keep an eye out for merchant loot or gems floating in the water. This will level up your flag. Once you get to Ancient Spire, you want to buy the resource crates and commodities. If you're a 2-man crew, you could have person A buy at the first outpost and person B buy here, to be fair. After buying all the crates, this is my current gold. We'll compare this at the end of the guide to see how much I make. Now from Ancient Spire, head straight east to Morris Peak Outpost. Here you want to sell all the commodities that you bought. This will level your flag over 4. Now this is where the main method starts. You want to pick up as many cargo runs as possible. Just to show how well this method works, I've used it to get #1 merchant in the world twice. The first run had me pick up at Roaring Traders. As I was heading over there, the nearby volcano started to erupt. In this clip you see me looking up in the sky. I do this to check if I'm in range of the volcano. There's no ash, so I'm safe and anchor down. While waiting out the volcano, you could do a few things to help out your run. You could fill your ship with a few buckets of water for the plants. Go fishing for some rare fish. Or check the map for reapers that may be on your server. I'd advise if you ever have to wait for a volcano, always check your map. Once the volcano stops, pick up your cargo and put down another cargo run. Run 2 had me going to Fletcher's Rest. As I passed Morrows, I shot off to pick up more cargo runs. Be sure to do this whenever you can, as you don't want to be low on these voyages. So earlier I mentioned how I look up when caught in a volcano. This is the ash I was talking about. If you see this, you're too close to the volcano and should move further away. This method is way more efficient with 2 people, as one can load up the ship and the other could take from the NPC, but for the sake of the video I wanted to show how good this method can still be just ran solo. Again, always make sure to stock up on voyages. Now run 6 was a little different. I got Brian's Bazaar. Throughout this recording, I've been cancelling any voyages that send me there. I only ever go there if I'm at Fletcher's Rest already. This is why. Once I waited for both volcanoes to stop erupting, I picked up and headed to sell. Now let's talk about money and how much you can make. The reason I like this method is because you can accurately predict how much you'll make, as the cargo has a fixed price, and you always pick up between 5 to 8 pieces from NPCs. Now let's say you do 10 runs. So I was doing this during normal periods, so there's no gold boosts, but you could easily do this on Gold Rush and make an additional 50% more gold. If you want to take this method a step further, you could wait for a Golden Glory weekend where all of these crates will be worth around 7k normally and 10.5 grand at Gold Rush. And if you want to take this method to the extreme, you could wait for a community day which will be once every season with a 3.5 times multiplier, so all your crates are worth 12,250 gold, and at Gold Rush will be worth a staggering 18,375 gold each. Now recently, these runs were changed. You used to be able to pick up cargo in the raw and also sell within the raw, but that's not the case anymore. How it works now is that you'll only pick up in the raw and you will only sell outside of the raw, which I think is better for the method as you don't have to stay around these volcanoes. The only islands you sell at now are Galleon's Grove Outpost, 3 Paces East, Kraken's Fall, Ancient Spire Outpost, and Devil's Ridge. Both Devil's Ridge and Kraken's Fall have 1 NPC to turn into. 3 Paces East has 2 NPCs to turn into, so make sure that you split your piles properly if you have separate turn-ins. Galleon's Grave and Ancient Spire have several NPCs to turn into, which have specific names to help you know who they are. If their name starts with a C, it's for the Clover, an S for the Shipwright, T if it's female for the Tavern, T if it's male for the Toolsmith, and W for the Weaponsmiths. So from around an hour and 45 minutes, I made just under 163k solo from 6 runs of Devil's Raw cargo. If you plan to do this, I wouldn't recommend stacking any more than 4 to 6 voyages, as each one has a 3 to 4 day delivery time, which is around an hour and a half IRL, so you don't want to deliver late. If you found this guide helpful in any way, consider leaving a like and subscribing, as that does help out the channel. Share this with your friends if they're trying to make money as well. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them down below in the comments or join my Discord, link in the description, and I'll see you in the next one.